Good everyone, and welcome to another amazing session of the Elite Tutor where learning is made very simple. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at the concept of price elasticity of supply. In our previous video, we looked at the concept of price elasticity of demand, which I would recommend each and every one of you to go and watch that video. I explained a very easy formula to calculating price elasticity of demand. But in today's video, we are looking at price elasticity of supply. Now, when we say price elasticity of supply, we are looking at the degree of responsiveness of the quantity supplied of a commodity to changes in price. We are simply looking at the level of goods, the quantity of goods that a producer is willing to supply in relation to price. Now, when we say price elasticity of demand, we are going to be looking at three types of price elasticity of demand. The first one, we have the elastic supply. Now, what do we mean by elastic supply? Supply is said to be elastic when a small price leads to a large or a great change in quantity supply. For example, if the price increases by 2%, the quantity supply all of a sudden increases by about 70-50%. Now, when we say inelastic supply, supply is said to be inelastic when a great price or a large price leads to a small or slight change in quantity supply. And finally, we have unitary supply. Supply is said to be unitary when an equal price leads to an equal quantity of goods that is being supplied. A 5% increase in price leads to a 5% increase in the quantity supply. Now, in this video, I'm going to be introducing and showing the easiest way to solve any question involving the elasticity of supply. Now, when we say elasticity of supply, when we are asked to calculate the price elasticity of supply or the coefficient of price elasticity of supply. Now, the formula is stated as percentage change in quantity supplied over percentage change in price. We have elasticity is equal to percentage change in supply over percentage change in price. So this is the formula. But in order for us to solve this, now we are going to be breaking down the numerator and the denominator. Now, when we say percentage change in supply, when we say percentage change in supply, it's still same thing as saying percentage change in quantity supply. Now, how do we ascertain our percentage change in quantity supply? It is simply our new quantity. It is our new quantity minus our old quantity divided by our old quantity multiplied by 100. Now, I'm going to write that. Now, we have that this is for our percentage change in quantity supply, our new quantity, permit me to use QTY for quantity. Our new quantity minus old quantity divided by old quantity multiplied by 100. Now, this is the formula for solving our percentage change in quantity supply or percentage change in supply. And the formula for solving our percentage change in price, it is our new price minus old price divided by old price multiplied by 100. Now, we are going to be using this formula. This is a formula that is going to help us to solve any question involving elasticity of supply. Now, I want you to follow this video to the end, because at the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you the secret to never forgetting any of the formula relating to elasticity of demand or elasticity of supply. Now let's go to our question. Now we have a question. At $10 per tuber of yam, 24 tubers were supplied. At $10 per tuber of yam, 24 tubers were supplied. This simply tells us that what the price. This simply tells us that what the price. Our first price here is what $10 for a tuber of yam, and the quantity that was supplied was 24. And then 24 tubers were supplied, and when price increased to $12 per tuber, what happened to the quantity? The quantity also what? The quantity increased to 30 tubers, and the quantity increased to 30 tubers, and 30 tubers were supplied. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you how to illustrate this information on your supply schedule. Your supply schedule is a table that shows you the relationship between price and quantity supplied. Now let's look at our supply schedule. So we have our supply schedule. So we have our price and we have our quantity supplied. Now say at $10 per tuber of yam, 24 tubers were supplied. So our first price, we have $10, and the quantity supplied, we have 24. And it went further to say, when the price increased to 12, what happened to our quantity supplied? It increased to 30. Now, I would like to say this. Our demand schedule also helps us explain the law of supply. The law of supply tells us that all things being equal, as the price of a commodity increases, the quantity supply also increases. So that is why you can see here, as the price increased and when the price was 10, quantity supplied was 24. Now, price increased to 12. What happened to the quantity supplied? The quantity supplied increased to 30, thereby obeying the law of supply. Unlike the law of demand, when price rises, quantity demand reduces. Now, we've been able to, back to our question, we've been able to illustrate this data, this information in a table. And this table is our supply schedule. Now, we are asked, okay, the question first of all asks us, present the above data in a table, which is what we've done. And the table they are asking us is the supply schedule. Now we have the B part. The B part is asking us calculate the coefficient of price elasticity of supply. You cannot calculate the coefficient of price elasticity of supply without determining the percentage change in quantity supplied and the percentage change in price. And for you to do that, I've been able to show you the short formulas. Now, first of all, let's determine our percentage change in quantity supply. So when we want to do that, our focus is on the supply, the quantity supplied column. Now let's do that. So want to ascertain a percentage change in quantity supplied. Percentage change in quantity supplied, and based on a formula using new quantity minus old quantity divided by old quantity multiplied by 100. So we have a new quantity. Now, what is our new quantity in this question? Now, our new quantity is 30, because that is the second word quantity based on the question. The question said $10 at 24. When the price was $10, 24 tubers were supplied. That is the first price and the first quantity. Now the question went further that when price increased, that is what our current price and what our equivalent current quantity is 30. Because at 12 they supplied 30. So our new quantity here is 30. So we have that this is 30 new quantity minus old quantity. 30 minus 24 all divided by our old quantity. And what is our old quantity? 24 multiplied by 100. Now 30 minus 24 gives us about 6. This gives us 6 over 24 multiplied by 100. Now let's confirm from our calculator. We have 6 divided by 24 times 100. Now that gives us 25%. 25%. That means our percentage change in quantity supply is 25%. Now don't forget, we want to ascertain our coefficient of price elasticity of supply. We've only gotten our percentage change in quantity supply. Now we have to get our percentage change in price. And what is our percentage change in price? Our new price minus old price divided by our old price. Now what is our new price? Our current price. So let's say we have our II2. So we want to calculate percentage change in price. So our new price, we have 12 minus our old price is 10 divided by our old price. And what's our old price? 10 multiplied by 100. So 12 minus 10 gives us 2. So we have 2 over 10 multiplied by 100. I think this should give us about 50%. So we have that 2 divided by 10 times 100, rather 20%. So we have 2 divided by 10 multiplied by 100 gives us about 20%. So we can see that our percentage change in quantity supplied is 25% and our percentage change in price is 20%. At this point, we can go ahead to calculate the coefficient of price elasticity of supply. We have percentage change in quantity supply. What is our percentage change in quantity supply? 25%. So is what? Percentage in quantity supply is 25%. And our percentage change in price is 20%. 20%. So our final answer, we have 25 divided by 20. That gives us 1.25. So our answer gives us 1.25. And then finally we have that C is asking us, what type of elasticity is this and how did you arrive at your conclusion? Now, first I would like to say this, that supply is said to be elastic when it is greater than 1. It's said to be inelastic when it is less than 1, and said to be unitary when it is equal to 1. When it is equal to 1. Now, we have 1.25, which is greater than 1. This gives us that our supply is elastic. And also, when we say elastic supply, we are simply saying when a small price leads to a greater or a large change in the quantity supplied of a commodity. We've come to the end of this video. Hope you liked it, and I want you to like, share, and also subscribe. Thank you very much. See you in our next video.